Our coronation countdown, tomorrow the big day. Michael leading our team coverage there in London. Hey, Michael.
Hey, George, good morning from across the pond. You know, we are less than 24 hours away from the crowning, the coronation of King Charles and Queen Camilla. And you can feel the excitement here, you guys. While Charles became king, the moment his mother, Queen Elizabeth, passed 8 months ago, this event is meant to formalize his commitment to the role. It's both religious and celebratory, and it's something no one under the age of 70 has ever witnessed. Charles was just 4 years old when his mother, Queen Elizabeth, was crowned in 1953. But this is expected to be a different type of coronation. The monarchy has said they're making the event more inclusive to better reflect the Commonwealth in the world. You know, I am here covering it with the help of an incredible team. And right in front of Buckingham Palace is Lara Spencer. Hey, Lara.
Hello, Michael. Good morning to you. A rainy Buckingham Palace where it all begins tomorrow. The coronation begins when King Charles and Queen Camilla leave Buckingham Palace tomorrow morning around 5:20 a.m. Eastern. That's 10:20 a.m. here in London. They will pass us in the Diamond Jubilee State Coach and head straight down the Mall for the 1.4-mile procession to Westminster Abbey. Then after the coronation, there is a second procession. The newly crowned King and Queen will switch to the Golden Carriage, the very same one that carried Queen Elizabeth after her coronation back in 1953. That will bring them back to Buckingham Palace, where they will get a small break and then make their way over to the balcony that you see behind me. You may recognize it, of course, because it is where we have seen so many pictures. The royal family come out, they wave to the crowd after special events over the years. We hear that William and Kate and their 3 children will also be on hand for that very special moment. Prince Harry is here for the coronation, but is expected to leave right after the ceremony. It is his son's birthday also tomorrow, so no word yet on whether or not we will see him on that balcony for the history-making moment. And even though all of it starts tomorrow, the royals are not resting up. No, King Charles is hosting a reception tonight welcoming foreign heads of state, including our First Lady, Dr. Jill Biden. And we are, of course, seeing heightened security all over London as dignitaries from around the world are arriving. And for more on that, we want to head over to James, who is along the coronation route. James, over to you.
Hey, Lara. Yeah, I mean, from a very rainy coronation route, but it wouldn't be Britain without a bit of rain. And it did rain for the Queen's coronation, so I guess it's good luck. But take a look. I mean, this has been a campsite now for days and days. It's starting to look a little bit like a festival. These are super fans of the royal family, desperate to get a front row seat as the procession passes by. You can see down there, these are food trucks, so it really does feel like a kind of a festival party atmosphere. Look, it's true to say a lot of people are excited about this coronation, but I think it's also true to say that, you know, the monarchy is not as popular as it once was. Charles is certainly not as popular as his mother, and so he's got a lot of work ahead of him. It's also true that he was ahead of his time on a lot of issues, things like sustainability and, you know, a love of nature. But it's kind of bittersweet because now as king, he can't be the activist that he once was and can't make himself more popular to younger people who really have less and less of an interest in the monarchy. That's now down to William and Kate. But these people, they're very, very excited. And also, just one final thing, you can see just the number of police along here. These are the guys in the high-vis jackets. There is concern about anti-monarchy protests, but these police say they'll stop it if it happens. Michael?
All right, James, thank you so much for that. And, you know, I was going to say over my right shoulder, you can see Maggie Rulli on my left shoulder for that, but you can't because it's gotten dark here. There's a lot of rain coming down here in London, but she is at Westminster Abbey. And, Maggie, this is where the service will be taking place. So what are the big moments people can expect to see?
Well, hey, Michael, I'm still waving to you. Don't worry, we're not going to let the darkness stand between us because a little rain can't stop history. We have so many major moments coming up because we're all about to witness history, Michael. It has been at this exact spot at Westminster Abbey where every coronation has been held since 1066 with William the Conqueror. But King Charles is saying he wants his coronation to be different, to represent a more modern monarchy. So he's cutting the time down from the 3+ hours of Queen Elizabeth to about 2 hours. And he's slashing the guest list from more than 8,000 to 2,300 300 people. He'll still have a lot of foreign leaders, about 100 heads of state and 20 royal families, but he's also inviting people from many of the charities that him and his wife Camilla run, and many of the young people that those charities have helped directly. Now, Michael, we also are learning about more details coming out of tomorrow's ceremony. Look at some of these beautiful photos. The flowers are gorgeous. Every detail's been thought of. They're all seasonal flowers. Many of the branches, too, come from beech trees planted by his parents, Queen Elizabeth and Prince Philip. So a meaningful moment with those flowers tomorrow as well. But the other major moments, guys, that we have to watch for are going to be from his son, Prince William, when he places the robe on his father's arms. That's going to be a big moment from Prince William, the new heir. We also are going to look for Prince George, the now second in line to the throne, who's a page, will be helping with, whoa! Ah! Well, Michael, sorry, in the middle of that, we had a big wind gust and I got blown off the platform, but don't worry. Hopefully the weather will clear up for tomorrow. Lots of moments coming our way, and stay dry up there.
Well, you stay up there, period. You know, it goes to sell live TV, Maggie. That's what that is. And as you said, no detail. Yeah, you lost your umbrella, but, you know, no detail for this coordination has been overlooked, and we're going to get you a better umbrella next time, we promise. All right, and joining me now are our royal contributors, Robert Jobson, royal editor of the London Evening Standard, and Victoria Murphy, contributing editor at Town and Country. Thank you both for joining us. And Robert, I want to start with you. This is a high-stakes moment because there have been the monarchy facing some real questions about the younger generation and whether it should exist or not. So do you think that the spectacle that we're going to see tomorrow is going to pay off, or will it be seen as out of touch?
I think it's going to be a great historic moment. I think there's going to be a hugely patriotic moment for the British people and for the people of the other realms. Lots of people, lots of happy people, as long as it's not raining as much as this. But I do think we're in a moment of transition in the monarchy, and I think that the palace shouldn't be complacent at the moment, because a lot of younger people are not really enamoured with the idea of monarchy. They were quite disappointed with what happened with Harry and Meghan, for example. You know, Meghan, they feel, got a rough ride. And a lot of people feel Harry was really the only one who was in touch with the younger generation. So I think that the King and Queen, although they're great people, and I know the King fairly well, having covered this job for 30 years or so. I think he's a great guy, and I think the Queen is a great lady, but they're quite old, actually, in terms of in terms of what the younger people want. And so a lot of is going to fall on the shoulders of William and Kate, and who are very popular people. And it's quite interesting, I think, that they're incorporating the little George into the actual ceremony, actually be part of the event, because that's showing you that continuity, and again, giving everyone a taste of what's to come.
The future, what the future would be. And I know for Victoria, as Robert said, he talked about Harry and Meghan, and what he felt. A lot of people felt that was a rough ride that they got here at home. But Harry's going to be publicly reunited with his family for the first time since his book Spare came out, which when I spoke to him back in January, his feelings were very raw. So do you think it's going to be tough for him to be here for the coronation?
I think it might be tough for him personally, and I certainly think people are prepared for there to be some tensions, particularly between the brothers. I don't think Harry being here is a sign that everything is resolved behind the scenes, but I do think this is a very important show of unity for the family. Harry is coming here to support his father. His father really wants him here, and despite everything that's happened, Harry was brought up in this world, and I think there will be something very deep within him that really respects the importance of this moment, and I think that's a big part of why he's here with this show of unity.
Well, tomorrow is a celebration, so much to look forward to, and I'm glad I have you two to lean on and help us understand everything that's going on and all the pageantry. And we have much more from London all morning, and we will have complete coverage of the coronation starting tomorrow at 5 a.m. Eastern. Eva?
I've got my scones and clotted cream ready, Michael.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.